Okay, what's up guys, Game Feedable Game Center. I'm back giving you another Drum Script Saturday, and I'm just going to hop right into it. Apparently there's a rumor going around that when WWE does the brand split, they will also have brand split pay-per-views, which is... I'm very indifferent on how I feel about that, because for those who's just new watching WWE, back in 2004, 2005, they had brand split pay-per-views, which ended up being 16 pay-per-views in 1 year, because you had the SmackDown pay-per-views for SmackDown Superstars only, and then you had Raw pay-per-views for Raw Superstars only, and they would alternate every month. And then, you know, the 4 Grand Slam pay-per-views, which is Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, they would both have SmackDown and Raw Superstars on them. So I don't really... Oh, and also rumor is there are going to be 2 world titles, 1 Divas title, and 1 Tag Team Championship. I don't think that is very necessary. So I hope this really is a rumor. Well, the 2 championship belts, WWE title and the World Heavyweight, that's necessary, because you need to have a guy for both shows. That's necessary. But the 16 pay-per-views, like SmackDown getting its own pay-per-view, I don't think that's necessary, because WWE can barely get good pay-per-views now using all their superstars. Out of this year so far, only Extreme Rules and Money in the Bank have been decent out of the year so far. And that's using everybody on both rosters. Now, to have it where you have SmackDown is going to have their own pay-per-views again, and then Raw has their own pay-per-views again, I don't think the quote-unquote 28 writers for the company could pull that off. So hopefully it's just a rumor. It'd be very interesting to see who would be on top, or what storylines they would have to come up with for both SmackDown and Raw. And now you have to actually have SmackDown be interesting, because SmackDown's going to be live and it's going to have its own separate roster, so it's not going to be preview of Raw or rerun Raw. It's actually going to be its own show, like it was in the mid 2000s, because there was a time where SmackDown was better than Raw. So hopefully it'll just overall just give us a better quality network and quality shows. So, you know, quality over quantity, not just mad shows to watch and everything is like bad or eh. And we all know everything like is going to be on the network. Moving on, it seems that Roman Reigns was forced to apologize to the locker room last week, because, you know, Roman Reigns violated the drug policy that WWE has, and he got suspended 30 days, and he's roughly going to lose out of, because you only get paid for royalties and your merchandise sales while you're suspended. And luckily he got suspended where the next where Battlegrounds is 5 weeks away. So he's luckily going to be able to return. The 30 days will be over and he'll still be able to work the match. But roughly, estimates are coming out saying that Roman is going to lose roughly $100,000, and that's, to me, $100,000. That's a lot of money. Like, I don't know what it still hasn't been released what type of drugs he's been using. Was it just marijuana? Was it steroids? That hasn't been released. If it has been released, please let me know in the comment section below. But that's a lot well, at least to me, to gamble to lose. And I'm pretty certain he's no longer going to be the #1 guy. So, and it sucks because he messed up. So there's really no defense for him. He messed up. There's people saying that this may be a work. I don't really think it's a work, because it got put on Sports Center said something about it on their Facebook, and you know, we tweeted out the news that, you know, WWE has good relationships with ESPN, and you know, ESPN's owned by Disney, so I don't see this being a work. And if it was a work, I think they would tell some of their big co-broadcasters not to, you know, say anything about it if it was a work. Because, you know, if it does turn out to be a work, that'd be bad for business, but it's not. So it's like, where do we go after the triple threat match? They're gonna finally just turn Roman a heel. Is Seth just gonna win the title back and be a how I'm gonna call it, if Roman Reigns does win, which I am a huge Roman Reigns fan, but it's still gonna be is what it is. If sorry, Seth Rollins, kept saying Roman Reigns. If Seth Rollins wins, which I am a huge Seth, or even if Roman wins, that's still a cheap win. Because if Seth wins, he's on paper 3-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. If Roman wins, he's already a 4-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So having them drop the titles and win them back so much, they're going to catch up to They're going to catch up to Edge, Triple H, Randy Orton, John Cena in no time. If in the span of 9 months, Roman Reigns could lose the title in 4 times and get it back, and Seth Rollins just coming back, wins the title, has Dean cash in, and then wins it back at Battleground, he's already a 3-time champion. So it's still, you know, none of those titles, except for Seth Rollins' first title run and Roman's 3rd title run, none of them were lengthy. And if they have Dean lose, that's only a month title run. Just to get a rematch a month later at SummerSlam and potentially probably win that. So I don't want the company to play hot potato with the belt, especially with their main belt. So it's interesting to see if they're just going to have Dean retain and hold the belt. Hopefully he holds it all the way to Survivor Series, because then that'll be like a good 4 to 5 month title run. Or he'll hold it all the way out to Royal Rumble. Who knows? I hope it's a lengthy title run. I hope it's just not a 1 month thing. But we have to wait and see. That's probably going to wrap this up for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. All Raws and SmackDowns are pretty much fillers till the draft, which is July 19th on SmackDown, the first live SmackDown, and then after that, SmackDown will always be live. Wyatt versus New Day feud is going to be interesting to me. I like how New Day came out and made fun of the Wyatts. But yeah, until next Saturday, guys, that was Drama Scripted Saturday. If you like what you have witnessed, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And ask me questions, and I will answer your questions live on, well, not live, but I will answer your questions on Drama Scripted Saturday, on the show. So ask me questions in the comment section or on my Twitter, and all that stuff is in the description box below me. And until next Saturday, guys, I'll see you next Saturday for another Drama Scripted Saturday. Later, and peace.